Sometimes I love to watch HGTV because there's always some sort of demolition or renovation going on. And when you watch those shows, the demolition part looks so fun, but the renovation part is what really makes it worth the money if you're trying to sell something. But you cannot renovate without demolishing. And if all you do is demolish and don't renovate, you never really gain anything. And it made me think, because I heard a story a friend of mine told me this weekend about an interaction that he had with another person. And after the interaction, he felt like the interaction was fine. There was nothing big going on. Nobody was harmed by the interaction. But then the person he was interacting with goes on social media and just really says some bad things about him on social media. And it was just breaking his heart because he's like, I didn't really think anything like that happened. And I just started thinking about that interaction. And I thought how so many times when we interact with people, we end up doing more demolition than we do renovation. We think of our relationships as it's okay to demolish something. It's okay to tear it down and to throw it out there and let everybody else start piling on it, tear it down, and not even worry about renovating anything. But that just destroys all connection. And this world is in such a dilemma of mental health issues and loneliness. And I've been really thinking about loneliness lately and people that are lonely. And I look at people and I look at instances where we just want to demolish things and not try to rebuild, not try to renovate, just like that. And it made me think, what if we were not only demolishers, because sometimes we have to demolish, sometimes we have to tear down barriers or obstacles or something that's happening, but we always have to renovate. We can't be people that are just demolishing without the sight of renovating. We always have to keep our eyes focused on what do we do to renovate. So interaction like my friend had, what if the two parties had this interaction and the one that felt hurt, that felt like the interaction went bad, what if instead of just going on a full-on demolition of the other person, what if they went back to the person and said, let's demolish all these obstacles that are between us. Let's look at what happened. Let me explain my emotions. Let me explain what I have going on in my mind. And you and me together, let's demolish the obstacles. Let's demolish the perceptions that led us to this, and let's renovate. Let's reconstruct. Let's rebuild this relationship to make it stronger. If we don't do that, we're never going to connect. We're never going to destroy loneliness. We're never going to find peace in our lives. We have to be able to listen. And the only way that you're going to listen, the only thing that's worth listening is if you decide you're going to listen with the intent that if you're wrong, you're going to change your mind. I'm not saying you were wrong, but you have to listen with the intention that you're trying to find the truth and you're trying to find a common ground and you're intent upon reconstructing, rebuilding, and renovating. And when we do that, we will cease to be just demolition experts and stop leaving just waste in our pathway like Sherman on his march to Atlanta, and we'll become experts in renovation, reconstruction, and rebuilding and connection. And we'll destroy conflict, loneliness, anxiety, depression. So what about you? Are you only going to demonstrate? Are you only going to demolish? Or do you want to be an expert in renovation? It's your opportunity. Make the most of it. Moyo, everywhere we go. Let's build up.